crazy, never lost it. Now I pick her up in the Mercedes and I'm frosted. 23-0, we took the lead, watch me talk shit. Everybody see me on my top dog shit. They were saying I was going crazy, never lost it. Now I pick her up in the
Actually, like dark.
And welcome to the National Meat Treasure Podcast with your host, Sasha, a.k.a. Jaheim. Just in case I don't make it home tonight, let me make love to you for the last time, baby. That song is crazy if you think about the concept.
It really is.
He's like, yo, I might die tonight because I'm in the streets. Do you want to fuck real quick?
Baby,
I mean, isn't that what World War II was predicated on? Like, I might die tonight, so let's all fuck. And that's why we had a baby boom.
The baby boom. Those niggas boom too much.
The Germans might kill me tonight.
Tell me not. You were really booming. They were booming nuts on people. It's your boy Christian, aka I have nothing clever, because I wiped my mind out with that one thought about baby boomers like constantly fucking. Like that's all they did. Like that's all they were good for, and driving prices up.
So basically we have the Jews to thank for the great of America, really, if you think about it.
Don't say that. Don't say that, because baby boomers are awful, because he was being, they're obviously not good for anything. So now you're an anti-Semite by proxy.
Yo,
now
what's going on at your house right now? Is it Thrillah? Is that you?
No, that's not me.
Oh, no, that's me. There's a fire truck just passing by.
Look at Detroit being Streets of Rage 4.
Magical city.
Wait. I don't even know. I can't even go no more. I have no idea who I am.
It'd be bad like that over here too.
Yeah, I get it.
With the sirens around my block, hospital's not too far. It is your boy, Thriller from the Three, aka Joy from the National Meat Treasure Podcast, aka damn, I had a nigga I was thinking of earlier. Either way. You know what? I'm not gonna diss those niggas because I know. So let me shut up. Let me just shut up. It's Thriller from the Three. Let me relax.
I don't even know where you went, bro. But I want to be there. I'm there.
I mean, I could give you somebody to diss because.
I have.
Did you hear about the R. Kelly dropped an album from jail somehow?
I heard he dropped a book. A book I heard.
No, he dropped an album with a song called, and the album was called "I Admit It."
I admit it. Yeah. Bro,
What?
This was all over TikTok. It got like taken down in like 2 seconds, but like nobody knows how it got up because like R. Kelly can't read. Like he literally is on record like he cannot read.
I mean, he's never been able to read, but he found a way to.
I mean, he could just dictate it. I mean, you could just literally tell somebody what to write. I mean, he has a phone call every day. I'm sure that he just like hour by hour.
Who let him record? Like,
could you imagine like mixing a song that was recorded in jail?
Yeah,
bro, don't put that on me because it's very likely that's something that could happen.
Are you going to jail, Juice?
No.
So why'd you say that could be?
No, because there'd be rappers who'd be locked up, right? But like maybe the feature. Right. So maybe if like who's locked up right now?
Who's the most likely to get locked up?
Youngmoth.
That's a fun game. Who's the most likely to get? Yeah, Young Thug is.
I would take a phone thug feature.
Hell yeah, right? That shit would sound hard. I'm not gonna lie.
It would. 100%.
Like, come on. How many '90s rap albums had somebody calling in from this is fucking what was it? Rikers Island Correctional Facility, and like they put that into the fucking song. That shit is hot. I don't know, man. I think
Bobby and Rowdy did it, and it came out cool. Really
Bobby
cool.
Shmurda did it. Shout out to 6ix9ine.
Why shout out to 6ix9ine?
Because he kept Bobby fucking Shmurda relevant. I think.
Wait, what are you talking about? Yo, you know what? Let's switch to a different topic.
He's not relevant right now.
I'm about to get tight.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
How did 6ix9ine keep Bobby Shmurda relevant? What are you that?
Because he was shouting him out all the time. He put him on his album from jail. Bobby Shmurda has a verse on a 6ix9ine album from jail.
That's not what kept him relevant. Nigga, Bobby Shmurda was relevant because he was Bobby Shmurda and he was in jail. And everybody
He became a meme, bro. He became a meme. Like
immediately when he made
that hat,
he got big.
That shit was hysterical.
Shit ain't still ain't come down from the air.
No, still like I know it was just somebody being mad lazy with the editing and had no idea that happened, but it feels like part of me like, you know, whoever edited that, come on to the pod because we got to pick your brain, because if that was a part of the plan the entire time, you might need to be making movies. I don't know.
That'd be a great art direction. Like, yo, bro, throw the hat up, but throw it so high that like it doesn't come down for a while. So the hat is now street lore.
And now it's sentient, and it's starting to find the head it wants to land on. But then when Bobby Shmurda was arrested, he had to go on it needed its journey. It needed to find its own new path. And then finally, when Shmurda was released, he just landed right back. Art home. Direction. Yo.
$1 million idea. Easy.
Best movie.
Let's animate it. Bobby Shmurda animated. That'd be lit.
I wonder what Bobby Shmurda's doing right now. I remember
animating him.
Swinging his dick.
I was just thinking that he released like 1 or 2 really bad songs when he got out of jail, but I'm pretty sure he's just fucking white women right now.
Yeah.
He was locked up for a while. He's got to empty the tank.
A lot. Yeah. He's got to. I mean, I respect it, bro. You gotta dump it all.
Do you? So imagine Bobby Shmurda did an R. Kelly feature.
Oh my god, that shit would be a hit.
Sad.
No, don't even act like it wouldn't be a hit.
I'm saying it would be sad because that would be the end of Bobby, or there'd be a lot of contention. Maybe not the end, but there'd be.
I don't think it'd be the end of Bobby because people still listen to R. Kelly.
What if they did like one of those like concept albums, right? Like they're talking back and forth, and then he's on the side of the women. Bobby Shmurda's talking not talking for them, but at least being a conduit for their voice. You know, that's where I think the concept album should go.
It would be crazy if they did that both from jail.
Like you know,
both did that from jail.
Like trapped in a closet, but like you know, like. I didn't mean to, like you know, like
trapped in the cells.
Yeah.
Trapped in the cell.
She wanted to stay with me, like you know, I don't know why it turned.
And then Bobby's like, she was only 13.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Like you know, it's just back and forth. Like it's.
God, R. Kelly's I hope R. Kelly's New Year's resolution is to just be quiet and serve his time. Are New Year's resolutions still a thing for real?
I think so. I don't think we use them anymore like that.
Yeah, I don't think we use them like that.
I mean,
I stopped saying it.
I think. The last 2 years we were concerned with survival and jobs and you know how to keep roofs over our heads. So I don't think we had time to be like, you know what, maybe I should quit smoking or like maybe I should like do the hard 75 or whatever. So I feel like it's a hard 75. You never heard that? Like it's like a fitness trend of like going to the gym 75 days straight.
Oh wow, that's cool.
That sounds terrible.
It's really crazy. The past 2 years, all of our New Year's resolutions was to just not die.
Yeah, just not die.
That's a good dose of medicine for a lot of us privileged.
A little reality.
Yeah, a little reality check for all of the other people in the world who, you know, don't have access to all basic needs of society, and just be like, I'm just trying to not die.
They unalived.
Yeah.
Unalived.
If you did have a resolution, what would it be?
Okay,
that's a good question.
Okay.
Joseph, I'll let you take. Wow. Okay, your face is already contorted. Go for it.
My New Year's resolution is going to be to bust as much nuts in 2023 as I'm allowed to.
Are you keeping a tally?
No.
Well, if you had to guess right now, what year of your life do you think you busted the most nuts?
Like is that just sex or?
We're gonna say just. I don't even want a masturbation count from you. That'll be a disgusting number. But just sex could be the same partner, could be different, whatever.
Okay. Honestly, I want to say like probably around, was it 2015? 2015.
Yeah.
I was busting the most nuts.
What was happening in 2015 for you?
I can't speak on it. Can't speak on it. Nah, that's. I think that was when me and my wife started talking.
Hey.
Yeah.
Back shots.
Very beautiful.
Respectfully.
Now you have this, and you have the same wife now. So renew those vows and bust those nuts.
Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know. 'Cause there's like, there's been swings in my life as I get older, especially like, you know, the time that I've been with my wife. Like, you know, there's a lot to say like about like where romance goes, you know, sometimes, and like when like you don't have as much sex, and then when it starts to happen, it's like so much, like it's on the other side of the spectrum, that I can say that there's been days that me and her have had more sex, but I was also a hoe, and I had a very crazy rotation in my 20s. I had like at least 5 out of the 7 days like covered all the time, every week. 5 out of the 7 days. I did.
Could be some shit retroactively creeping up on you. 5 out of 7 days? Mm-hmm. I've never even done 5 out of 7 days with more than one person.
What? What?
Come on.
Dude, not more than one. You were lying, bro. You were lying, bro.
That just doesn't track with your reputation.
Yeah. How do you keep the numbers up without the time, like without putting in the time? Like, I'm just saying.
People
what are you
I
just
don't
sticking
understand.
and running? Are you just like
people don't understand that, like, I've said this, I don't have like a lot of sex. I've always
a lot of sex.
Oh my god.
I've been single for a long time, periods of time. I do long distance relationships a lot. Like,
look, you know,
I don't think I've ever had a week where I fucked 5 days in a row in my life.
Really?
That might
I've
be
done a full
untrue.
week. Yeah, I've done a full week. You know, when my drive is like, and the thing is, I was a big guy, and now I lost all this weight, so I can't really compare the two. Mm-hmm. So like, I've got like added, like, bro, everything happens when you lose it. Yeah. Like your dick gets bigger.
Added energy.
Added bro, when you're cracking in angles that you could never crack before, like when you got like feet on top of backs, and you're like, wow, like I really unlocked something right now, and like so I don't know, man. It's a hard number, because
I can say good. That I've probably had more sex in the span of like 2 days with the same person than most people have on their best week. Because I am a very virile man. I have a lot of rounds in me. But like back to back to back, like I got to be on a vacation for that. That's not that's not happening in my normal day-to-day life. Like I go to the gym like 2 hours a day. I like playing video games. You know what I mean? I like my downtime.
But you can see. So this brings back an old episode, and we were talking about things we masturbated to, and you know, it reminds me, because right now I'm thinking about like the kind of stuff I'm into, right? And part of the things that I'm into, I don't know if you gentlemen are up on this, free use. Are you aware what this term is?
I've heard the term, but I don't remember what it is.
So free use is basically like you're with a partner, or you know, a person that you're obviously open with, and you just have sex whenever you want, like anytime. Like,
so she's just like a hole, but like enjoying being a hole. She's consensually, she's consenting to being a fuck toy.
Oh yeah. And it's a wonderful life when you realize that this is something you can obtain. Like if you and your partner are on the same page, and this is what you like that could really just like, so the reason why I bring it up is I don't know. That is something that I am into now.
So that's a porn category you're watching, free use?
Oh hell yeah, bro.
Okay,
oh yeah.
So there's context in it, because it's got to be guy just like walking and being like, bitch, you're having sex right now. Is that
he's not even being like all that disrespectful. Like he's not even like, it's just like, you know, somebody could be doing something, you know, either playing a video game, cleaning, you know, maybe, you know, was having, you know, was just getting up from getting out of the shower, anything, right? Anything that just like, and I think it's because I'm a parent, and I have 2 little kids always around me, that I think I'm looking at this, I'm like, man, that would be really fun. And it does something for me, boys. I'll say this.
So you and your wife have like a scenario where it's like, it's free use. So like if the kids are like upstairs for like 5 minutes, your wife's cooking, you're just like, you don't say nothing, you slide in it.
Oh yeah. So that's what I mean, is about like the sex can happen so much in those spans, because it's like we can get into those modes, like, you know, the kids are now with grandma, we've got like a few hours because Jackson's in school and Lily's asleep, passed out in her bed. Like, you gotta add it. You gotta add it.
Now here's the question I have for this free use. I'll have to check this porn out. But
shit is hot, bro.
Is this when you watch this porn? Is it like male? Is it like usually the girl is the hole? Because for me, I love thirsty, aggressive women. So I would want to be the free use model. Yeah. I would want to be the guy. Like I've had moments. Like I had one moment where like I was sitting, at this very laptop, and I was with someone, and they crawled off my bed across the floor and started going to town.
That's precisely what it is. So yeah, no, that's the other flip side. So free use can be like that, like where it's somebody who like, maybe who, femme presenting, sorry, that was a funny joke in my head. Shout
out to the bros.
Yeah, shout out to the bros. Femme presenting, bro. So that shit. So you can have someone who's a woman and wants to do this to her, her male partner, and it also works for anybody. Really, honestly, like it's a category that is overarching, and it's just for people who are really into this idea of being used in a consensual way, and then also being the one that's using in a consensual way. So it's a fantastic world. Shout out to Reddit. That's what it was. Got me into the community. I started reading stuff. I was
community.
Bro, there's a community.
You have a Facebook group and you meet up on Sundays for coffee and tea and talking about
it's a Reddit group. It's a Reddit group. It's different. Holes. It's a lot dirtier with Reddit. You do know this. Like it is wild. So you got to let it. They let it all out, and there's no social media is connecting to anything. So nobody, there's not people like hey, this is me, Robert from The Office, like also who's really into fucking my wife's ass. Like,
I'm really about the girl sucking on dildos solo porn recently.
Ooh, that is a really nice. It's a nice subcategory. I'll agree with you. I like it a lot.
I was never like super into solo, but like recently I've been like, yeah, maybe it's because I hate men so much at this point. I just can't, because Detroit motherfuckers are, oh my god, there's some awful men out here, my friend. They are some awful men out here. I literally told someone the other day. I told this kid, he was young. He was like 22. And I told him the other day, I was like, you know what? I wish I had more gay male friends, because it's like I don't. Yeah. I'm a friend to the queer community, but like I feel like I'm being fake because like I don't really even like have too many of those people in my circles. And he was like, he goes to me and with the utmost concern, he goes, yeah, don't worry, bro. Like your secret's safe with me. I won't tell anybody like you want like gay friends. And I was like, that's not a secret. But no, he wasn't even accusing me of being gay. He was saying like it was like a taboo for me to like want to extend my hand to another community. And then I said to him, I was like, King, all oppression is connected, my friend. Gay black people are still black, my friend.
Yes, they are.
But he was 22. He didn't like, obviously, that didn't resonate with him. I don't think it even would have resonated with me at 22.
I don't
know that I was homophobic at 22, but I would have been like, what the fuck is oppression? I'm oppressed because I'm hardcore, I'm oppressed because I'm metal, or whatever dumb shit I would have said.
Those realizations that like you get where you're like, wow, I was really a terrible person, and why was I allowed to speak? I'm still a terrible person, but it's also like, someone should have like muted some of the shit that I said, like, and you just go like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Because
did I ever tell you that story of this kid I know who was like, he's not like famous right now, but like he was on path. Basically, his career path would have had people looking at his like Facebook. So we were like chilling at like 3 a.m, and he was like, no, actually we weren't even chilling. Like I think I came home from somewhere, and he was up deleting old Facebook statuses. This was like 13, and he was just important. Like, he was like, yeah, a guy was real dumb back then. Let me just get rid of this. But it was like so funny that he was up 3 a.m. doing this shit. Like he was just like on he was like in the kitchen on the dining room like table, like very much like the take care pose, just like looking down at his phone.
Speaking of the take care, did I sent you guys this in our chat? But our man Drizzy, the long passionate suck, decided to get some jewelry made, and it has 42 diamonds, and I think it's something ridiculous like 300 carats is on this this like necklace chain. I don't know what you call it because it's a piece of jewelry.
Neck jewelry. But
42 for a specific reason, apparently. 42 because were 42 times he thought to propose. He thought about proposing to somebody.
Can I just say something like
craziest shit?
I would love to know. We gotta start asking like niggas proposal body counts because like that's crazy number.
That's crazy number.
That's a crazy number.
Yeah.
Like my proposal count.
Sip. Like he's like
I'm trying to think. Okay, so
I'm watching
definitely went ring shopping for one girl.
Okay.
I thought one was the one, but like it was like, you ever like think somebody's the one because you're in year one and you're like, oh, this is great. Like if it goes like this, I could see it happening, but like in your head, it's not real because like by like year 1.5, you're like, I hate this person. It's like that. So I've had probably two of those. So I've had like real one person where I was like, we had a life plan laid out. It was go time. I ring shopped. We planned the wedding. We already like had invites on deck, but like we weren't actually going to do it for like 3 years. But like we mapped out the whole thing and we ended up breaking up for reasons. But, yeah, I probably have one solid real proposal. So I wouldn't even have a necklace. I'd have an earring. The fact that Drake, what's your body count got to be if your proposal count is 42?
Bro, it's in the thousands, right? Like it's literally in the thousands at this point because he doesn't even have sex with just one person. Like
he's probably doing 4 or 5 at a time.
Yeah. I mean, I beg. I definitely think he's like done at least a dozen, a baker's dozen, perhaps.
I would love to hear a Drake album where he literally like drops 42 songs describing all these women. I would love like cause you gotta know there's gotta be some like super fuck shit in there, right? It's gotta be like 6 of these women he wanted to propose to because he was drunk in Ibiza having sex with a stranger or like he was on Molly somewhere and was like, damn, I'm gonna like cause Drake's type of dude, like he's rich, so he very literally could buy you an engagement ring having just met you.
Yeah.
Call the album 42 and drop 42 tracks of each of those proposals because we got to hear a little bit about it. Like you can't just say that you're gonna drop this necklace around you and call it what did he call it, the promises, some dumb shit like
promises broken necklace or something like that.
I'm pulling up the article because it is crazy. Like I don't understand how. Okay, Shade Room, thank you for being slow. 42 diamonds representing all these and he's calling it. Damn. Previous engagements, bro. Previous engagements.
God damn. How many women I remember seeing a Nardwuar interview with Drake in like 2010 or 2011 where Nardwuar was like, tell me about your treasure chest, with his Nardwuar thing. Apparently, Drake had a treasure chest, like, filled with bras of women he had bedded. And this was 2010, 11. So, like, imagine it now. Drake wasn't even, like, a sex symbol back then. He was just, like, a corny guy people made fun of, but he was rich. He was probably a sex symbol a few years after that. So, I can't even imagine what his sex life even remotely looks like.
I feel like Drake has always done it for somebody. Like even on the earliest days of like Degrassi, like the minute like Drake dropped that stupid Sprite ad, people were like, well, what is that? Like, and that was over. It was over. Like, it's just we gotta, it's Drizzy, long passionate suck.
Y'all made Drizzy evil. Speaking of that new album, and I think everybody, because I've noticed like simple hints of Drake throughout the last couple of years, where like Drake has the money, he has the success, he has the fan base, but I think Drake wants to be culturally recognized as the greatest to ever do it. And I think he feels a way because he's not. Like, he is, but he isn't. You know what I mean? Like, people still make fun of Drake, even with this new song, 21, can you do something for me? Like, everyone's just been making fun of him.
He doesn't even sound like that.
Can you do something for me? 21.
Did you see the video of him?
That's probably horrible for the audio listeners. That was just right up in the mic. 21. Why did that sound like that guy, that baby man from Mad TV?
Oh,
Stewart.
Look what I can do.
No. Stop.
No, stop. No.
Yeah.
But I think Drake wants the same. I think he wants the same respect as like a Kendrick or a Cole, but he doesn't get it, and I think he's starting to get very angry about it. That's why he's got all these shots at people on his album.
See, time out. I think you're misreading the situation a little bit, and I'm gonna tell you why. Drake has, like, his class, right? Obviously, Drake, Kendrick, Cole, always the three that have been, like, you know, grouped together. He knows where he stands in that, and the hierarchy of those three is highly debated. You know, they each have their respective core fan bases who will forget dying. They'll go to jail over these niggas, which is insane. But I am a Drizzy stan, and I do love Kendrick, and I love Cole. So I'm right in the middle. He's long felt he's been at the top, and a lot of people have told him he is. The funny thing is, I don't think he there is a top when it comes to them three. But what I got from this album is that what Drake wants, because he feels he's the GOAT. A lot of people say he's the GOAT. What Drake actually wants is he wants respect as, like, a tough guy. Like, he's like, yeah, I'm rich, but I'll do it to you. Because on this album, he talks a lot about a lot of violent shit. And it's like he wanted to get on some shit where he could really start talking some crazy shit. And he said a lot of crazy shit on there that made me uncomfortable.
Like what?
There was I just remember there being
any Drake saying anything about guns and shooting makes me uncomfortable.
I just remember there being like an interview with him, that interview that was in his house a few years ago, where he said something about, like, you know, I've set all these records and I'm a black man, but nobody ever gives me the I'm a black man who set all these records. But whatever, you know, he brushed it off, but you could tell like if you're just like salty, and by the way, this was in his house that they gave like a little tour of before the interview, which is like basically a coliseum.
Yeah.
So he's got a little chip on his shoulder. He's like the big three in anime. The big three in anime are Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach. And there's always someone who's just like, oh, Naruto's it, Bleach is it. I don't understand why One Piece is here, or I don't understand why Bleach is here. He is like the odd man out of the big three of Kendrick, Cole, Drake, which is crazy. I don't even know why Cole's up there, honestly.
You're dumb.
Bro, come on.
You're not even gonna
just stop. Like, just stop.
I just don't. I
know, like, it's not your type
Cole
of hip hop, but it doesn't mean that it's not like
Cole
ballad
is
at all.
actually the perfect mix of Drake and Kendrick. He's like right in between there. These, like, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, he's kind of right between.
He's one of the nicest. Like, Cole is nice, and anyone who denies Cole's pen is just in denial or dumb.
He's also made a lot of
contributions. J. Cole does deserve to be there. It's like somebody, I saw a TikTok where somebody was like doing street interviews asking like, who's the queen of pop? And I feel like Beyonce is the most right answer, but like, I feel like there's a better answer. And that's how I feel about Cole. Like, Cole is like the big three, but I can't think, like, I know there's somebody better that I'm not thinking of. Somebody can knock him off, and I don't know who it is in my head, but
Beyonce?
It's also class too. Like, they kind of came up in the same era, which makes that a thing. There might be someone who people feel like could be better than Cole, but they didn't come up at the same time, so they don't got the years in yet. But I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I just like making beats, honestly.
I think Beyonce's right, honestly.
Niggas be like, yo, you watch that
Is
show
Beyonce the queen of pop?
I would have to say yeah.
I feel like it's the best answer, but I feel like there's a better one, and I don't know what the better one is.
No, I mean, even if you said Adele, which, like, you know, she's more of like an aria, in my opinion. Like, she's not really writing pop hits. Like, you know, nobody's
I wouldn't
like,
even call her pop, and I would probably call her the queen of like her particular genre.
Right.
But I don't think she even like.
Ballad or,
What if I just Google Queen of Pop and see what comes up?
The
I
thing
love
is with
Adele.
Beyonce-
What a weird tangent we're on. We were just
I
talking about what
love
we jerk
Adele.
off to 5 minutes ago.
Well,
was
going
just
back to where we
watching
jerk
Freeze
off,
porn
Adele.
also.
Sorry, I love you. I don't mean to say that and violate you, but Jesus Lord, Adele.
So
is
if you
so
Google
perfect.
Queen of Pop, the first person that comes up is Madonna.
Well, yeah,
Which I mean, I guess could be true, but I mean, because when we're talking like the big
we're not
three in
talking-
rap, we're talking about like the big three right now. Like this,
Exactly.
like you could say Jay-Z is the queen or is the king of rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
There's countless legends.
that's just
I
because
don't
he's
know
alive, not because he's actually still creating content or media, whatever they're.
You know what it
creating
is?
more than that at this point, right? Like all
you know
of those
why?
artists,
Wait, you know why I can't figure out a Queen of Pop? Because Queens ain't running pop right now. It's the guys, the Maroon 5s, the Harry Styles. That's who's running
Charlie
shit right now.
Puth. Charlie Puth.
Charlie
Okay.
Puth is
That's
running,
a fact.
killing it right now.
But
Okay.
also, when you said Beyonce,
You have, like-
Beyonce doesn't make like if you say popular
got-
music, Beyonce's up there, but she doesn't make the same kind of pop as
no, like a
Those-
Taylor Swift or
Billie Eilish or
Yeah, yeah.
Olivia Rodrigo. Like she doesn't make
yeah,
pop
exactly.
like them. She's like,
Ariana Grande.
yeah, it's weird. But yeah,
Yeah,
the
her
niggas
voice
are
is
running
very strange to me because it sounds like
Ariana?
sometimes like it's beautiful, but it also sounds like she's talking as a Kermit, like Kermit the Frog, sometimes, and I don't understand her. Like she's very attractive, but I
How much
like,
Ariana Grande do you listen to? I don't think I've ever sat and listened to
good
Ariana
amount.
Grande.
A good amount.
Maybe once.
I have literally been married to a woman, a red-blooded American woman who doesn't listen to anything except for like the top 100 bullshit that's on
wow.
around.
And you working from home. Your life is hell.
Yeah. So it's okay though. Like she throws in some other shit in that I'll share a funny story after I talk about this, but it is hearing Ariana Grande as much as I have has been a curse and a blessing for sure, because I can understand why people see her as what she is. That's a strange pop artist too.
I like Ariana, but
What about Doja
Which
Cat?
one of your
Is she
exes?
dead?
Which one of your exes had the best taste in music?
no comment.
That's hard. I've had some good ones because I've had some ones who put me onto certain things, and then others that have put me onto like more of an emo wave, and like then other ones that kind of just put me onto like a lot of like hardcore, or like even just like girls that I was like fucking around with that put me onto like a lot of like black metal, because I like goth girls, big titties, and I'm gonna fall into that world. I'm gonna listen to some goth shit. We're gonna listen to Depeche Mode or whatever.
I can't do that shit
the
long term.
Meldons. I love it. Love it.
I've dated women who had
Pixies?
like really extensive like music knowledge and really good like taste. But I think my favorite are the girls who like to dance, like the girls who like the Afro beats, that reggaeton, like that shit. Like when dating women who like reggaeton is, mwah,
You know what?
mwah, and it's
I don't
it's,
know. I don't know.
It's such
Okay.
a rare thing too if they're not Hispanic.
I gotta say this. Like, I think you gotta really understand what you're listening to for you to say that you're a fan of that kind of music. Like,
Well, I'm not talking about. I've never dated a white girl who likes this reggaeton. Obviously, they're Hispanics.
like I want to see
talking
you
about.
like into the emotions of that. Like, I don't want you just to see, like, not that dance isn't valid. It's just like, when you get someone to nerd out, I want to hear you nerd out. Like, I want to hear you nerd out at reggaeton. I want to hear it because that shit is hot. When you start talking about like the original artist and what's that? General? You remember him?
Yeah.
Yo.
That's a very deep cut. I don't think anyone listening to this is going to know who that is,
bro.
Yeah, definitely not.
Deep
Maybe
cuts.
one person.
But he is crazy off the chain, and he's like what,
do?
like 92, 93?
If you know who El General is, comment that on YouTube.
Oh,
And
hell
I
yeah.
will, I don't know. I'll do you a favor or some shit. I'll watch your dog or send you.
Watch your dog.
Send you money.
Honestly,
I'll
dating
mix your
girls-
song for free. I'll send you a beat. I don't know. I don't have value. I don't have any value.
Dating girls who just like listen to dance music or like to dance is probably the most top tier shit at all. Because it's like,
Girls who like to dance
you say that with the most dead look in your eyes.
Are really
it sounds
cool.
Like it.
I don't know nothing about that. That's why. Because
So I think Joey and I are both married to somebody similar. Women with social anxiety. And my wife is like the antisocial butterfly that she is, and it's funny as hell. She would never, ever, 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 ever in her life dance in front of another person, but I have seen it, and me and her have fun. This is your sign, ladies. Like, dance a little. It's okay. Have some fun. Let that ass go, bro. Let that ass
go.
I don't care what you got. I don't care what you got, from the petites all the way to the dump trucks.
The mini muffins to the pound cakes.
Bro, shake that shit. And with confidence, every person, male, woman, otherwise, will see that and say that's hot. You know what? I'm going to shake my ass. I'm going to do that. I don't got nothing, bro. It's like a...
You know what? I feel like I just in my head, I think I came up with a pipeline. Because remember that like trope of like 90s sitcoms where like men would be like annoyed that their wives wanted to go out and dance. And I think if they just shut down because their husband wouldn't take them out to dance, and then they passed this on to their daughters, and now their daughters don't dance.
Yeah,
there's not a lot of like white women, because this was a white trope that white women wanted to go out dancing with their husbands, and their husbands were like, "Fuck you, bitch! I'm watching football." Because on Thursday, Sunday, Saturday, and Monday, I gotta watch playoff football. And then the wives just gave up. They had affairs, but then they passed it on to their daughters to never shake their hips. And now these white girls are just our generation don't dance. These millennial white women don't dance at all.
Well, we teach.
And when they do, they just sway like trees.
I'm teaching her back, and it is mad fun. I love it. Dance with whoever. Dance with whoever. You know, fuck Footloose. Fuck anything like that. Shake your ass. All right, maybe women who dance are S tier. Maybe they are. But you know what else is at S tier? Those girls who can show you music. Because there is one other person I thought about while you were saying this, and I'm just gonna say her name on air. Well, it's a fake name, Ducky. She would put me on to shit for no reason. Like, she put me on to vinyl. Like, that's what I remember. She's like, listen to this shitty fucking Weezer record. And I'd be like, oh, cool. Like, you know, I'm like, what is this shit? Because, you know, I'm not exposed to any of that shit, really, at the end of the day.
You weren't exposed to Weezer?
Not like that, bro. Not like...
was
like,
this
she was
very
going
popular band?
She was going into deep cuts. That's the thing. She was going, like, past, like, certain albums that, like, you know, like, what did I, like, hear at that point? Like the Say It Ain't So, and maybe what's the other one with the Japanese, like
dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, I didn't fuck Ducky, thank God, but I definitely I didn't fuck her, but I hung out with her, and I remember watching her cry to an Across 5 Aprils vinyl. Drop something in the comments if you even know who the fuck Across 5 Aprils is. That's an emo deep
crazy,
cut.
Bro.
That is a MySpace deep cut. That never left MySpace.
We know I
never did.
Emo, so.
It never did, bro. It was definitely it was like that. Like, shout out to people like that can, like, you know, you can see new things through them. I feel like I'm a gateway usually for a lot of people. That's just probably my mansplaining bullshit. But you know, like, I just get into things, and like I really get into things. Like, when I was really into, like, you know, getting kind of those like 90s emos, like kind of like vinyls that I was getting, and then my wife met me. And Kismet happens, like, Mineral gets together. I, like, get the tickets. I force her in, like, God bless women, you know, because we force them to listen to our nonsense about things we like, and they tolerate it, and they still want to suck our dicks. So, God bless them.
I mean, if it's good music, it's good music.
No, Mineral was fire, bro. I don't know.
We gotta get you out. We gotta get out of this emo deep hole we've been in, because this is very niche content. Drop them in the comments if you know who the fuck Mineral is, because that's a deep cut. So, anyways, you guys ever think about your boys during sex?
Yes, I do.
No.
Yes, I do. I wonder what... I've heard my boys in the other room, so I have definitely, like, bro... Me and Bang Bang lived in the same house, Casa de Pinga, and we were House of Scorpio. We were rambunctious young men with no fear of many venereal diseases. well, not no fear. Like, we all strapped it up, but, you know, we were doing a lot.
No,
we're doing a lot of work, you know, and it's a. I don't know where I'm going again with this. Like, I'm lost. You know, this.
We were talking about thinking about your boys.
I have thought about him. Didn't I tell you guys about the asshole hat?
No.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
See, you guys, both of y'all got to stop smoking weed.
I'll
this
stop
was like 3
this
episodes
strain.
ago.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, the asshole hat is legendary. So you do, like, I was having sex with somebody, saw the hat, and realized I'm done, but I know he's not done. Here you go, layup. Like, it's
Wait, is that you running a train?
Not really. What
Did
it
you and
is?
Danny run a train?
No. Understand what I'm saying?
Ever?
Never did. Not allegedly. We never did. You throw the asshole hat to your friend, and you put it on, and you try to keep it on as long as you can until the person realizes that you have like a beer, like a 24-pack of beer, like hollowed out with asshole written all over it. Yeah.
It was a box.
It was a box.
Oh, cardboard box. Wait, so you threw it on Bang Bang's head while he was
Not threw it in the room.
Okay.
His room wasn't that
so
big.
the game is you wear the hat while you're fucking somebody until they mention, why are you wearing this
Why are you
while
wearing
you're
this?
fucking me?
And then
Correct.
you stop, and then you
can take it off or just, you know, make it a part of the getup. Bro, when you make it a part of the getup, I'm just saying, then you unlock all kinds of shit. Then
I feel like there's something to wearing a hat during sex. I've had sex with a beanie on. I feel like something.
Drop a comment if you know my man Sasha in a beanie, because then you really are deep cuts. You belong in this.
You ever just be fucking in like an apartment that's like not as warm as it could be, and you just got a fresh cut, and your head is kind of cold. The heating in the Bronx is not great, okay? I mean, you just throw a beanie on while you're cracking shit, and you're like, wow, like it's.
Wait, hold on. Pause. You gotta stop. Clarifying question. You threw it on after you started?
Yeah, like during,
that's
like you
wild.
Listen. The science is we wear hats because most of the heat from our bodies escapes through our head and our feet. So, you know, you can't obviously throw on a pair of socks while you're in the mix, but like a beanie on the nightstand, you pop that on and you start smashing, like it just changes the whole vibe.
Quick maths.
Dick is way harder.
Wow, there it is.
I'm just saying, if the room is like 40 degrees, you know what I mean? Like outside is like 19, but the room is like 42.
Why is the room 42?
In a 40-degree room.
Holy shit!
You are in a fucking freezer, bro.
Yeah,
You're in a refrigerator.
You gotta get out.
I work in a grocery store. I know for a fact that a refrigerator full of dairy products is at like 35 degrees.
Yeah. And what is it like? You can't even work a full shift in there. You can't even work the full shift. You trying to fuck?
You're fucking in 2 sweaters.
Listen. The insulation in the Bronx as a youth, as a hairless youth, was not the greatest. All right, so sometimes you gotta throw on a beanie.
I respect that.
Maybe a scarf if you have one handy.
Yeah, bro. Throw the
and get to work.
No.
Wait, hold on. Are you Frosty the Snowman in this scenario? Because
Frosty the Hoe Man, you know what I mean?
Frosty the Hoe
Man. My pronouns are he, but not him, because I'll never be him. And we just like fade in to Frosty the Snowman.
When I lived in PA, actually, I remember like my apartment when I moved in, my credit was shit. So they were like, to turn on your heat, it's like a $300 deposit. I'm living by myself, making $9 an hour at FedEx. So I was like, fuck it, it's summer. I'm not turning that shit on. And, you know, winter came around and I got a space heater, electricity heat was fucking cheap as fuck. Yep. So, you know, sometimes a girl comes over, she wants to chill on your mattress on the floor because we're 21 and that's normal. And then you turn the space heater on, but it's a little tiny fan space heater, and the room is really big, so you just gotta wait for shit to warm up, but shit warms up before the room warms up, you know what I mean? So it's like, You got the beanie on the floor. You got the mattress on the floor.
It's your place. It's your place. We were talking about this entire time. I thought you went
I've been
over
alone my whole life. It's always been my place.
You are admitting that you basically live in bookings. Central
shit.
bookings at that point in your life.
Nigga, yes. Why do you think I'm always talking about how I like heat? It's not even that the cold affects me physically. It's mentally. I have been homeless in the winter. I've had uninsulated apartments. I've had insane gas bills where I couldn't turn the heat on for the better part of my life. I need to go south. Like if one day we pop on this fucking this platform and I'm in DR and said I've left fucking America and I've completely excommunicated, don't be surprised. Because
hold on,
my quest for warmth will drive me long distances.
Can we stop saying excommunicated? It's not
expatriated. Sorry, I'm already excommunicated from the church. Actually, am I baptized? I don't even know if I'm baptized.
Wait. How do you go about being excommunicated nowadays? Like, where do you go? Where does one go?
You have to be a witch, obviously.
To be as dastardly as you can be, where the church has to outcry you. Like, it's just like, this man is absolutely excommunicated and not allowed in any church here on.
You know what I want to know? If you are excommunicated, right? Let's say that's still a thing. Or even back then, back in the Middle Ages when it was still a thing, who keeps you out of the church? Like, priests are not jacked. There's no bouncers at First Tabernacle of Jesus Christ.
The king
you say
and his
that,
army,
or the deacon. Or the deacon. I feel like
gonna beat you with a collection plate.
Oh my god! You guys didn't see that video of a guy cursing out a lady with a collection plate at church? He's like, "Get this raggedy bitch off my Like, can you imagine calling somebody a raggedy bitch that literally has a collection plate?
This is a real video.
Sunday? I gotta find this video. It is so
Did y'all
funny.
See that video?
Because that's an episode of Loiter Squad or an episode of Black Jesus on Adult Swim.
Oh, I hope it's
where the collection plate's going around and he's like, "You better fucking give it up for God. You better throw an extra 20 in there for the Lord."
There was a video circulating about this guy who was in an office with a deacon and a priest with his wife, and he was like, they were like, "You're not giving your 10% of your salary," and he was like, "I don't know, bro. I'm giving what I got, but I needed change for that $50 bill that I put in the collection plate. I was only trying to give 10." And they were like, "You're not giving your 10%. He was like, "How the fuck you know how much I make?" And his wife was like, "I told him." Shit was crazy.
Why would you?
That would be be literally hilarious if like I went to a church with fake bills and then just dropped money in the collection plate and took out change.
That would be nice.
Bro, that would definitely get me excommunicated.
What do you mean? That's a come up. Fuck
That's a come up.
Scammers Anonymous.
Get away with that with
Scammers Anonymous.
There's a lot of churches. You know what?
There's a lot.
I'm gonna put this into play because I know none of those church niggas will listen to a heathen ass podcast like this. So I'm gonna just put it out there. I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get my money up because it's December.
We actually have a pretty. We actually have a pretty large Christian fan base, to be honest.
Damn.
Not like devout Christians, but like, people who are black and grew up in the church and they're alt and they're struggling with like, I'm black, but I was raised in the church, but I love Dimmu Borgir and Cradle of Filth. I don't know what to do. Hentai, but God also, you know what I mean? We have a pretty decent following of that. So they might snitch on you. So please don't snitch on Joey for robbing whatever church in Staten Island he goes to.
Here's a new AKA. I'm Thriller from the 3, AKA fuck your church. Ooh. Catholic, Christian, non-denominational.
Non-denominational.
Fuck your church, bro.
Yeah, church.
That's aggressive. This is like me in 2009 when I wanted upside down crosses on every piece of merch I had.
Why?
Like, I'm not gonna go that far. All right.
That's kind of crazy. I just wanted to burn the church.
Ron from Flow Face Down.
Oh my god!
When he got that tattoo,
when he got that,
this nigga's wildin'.
Yeah,
he was a hardback. That nigga was crazy.
I remember one of my friends almost burned a church down in high school.
That's
I don't remember how it happened, but like there was the church. So
he left the hot dog machine on, and the end. That's the story, and that's how it was burned.
I remember there was this church in Queens where we would skate, and we would skate on the church because like the church was on a hill, so there were stairs in front of the church, but the stairs got like progressively higher as the hill got higher. So like if you were on one end of the church, it was one stair, but if you like walked up the street, it was like 10 stairs. So basically you could like skate at your level of professionalism at this church. So we were just hanging out with this church till like 2 a.m. skating. And I remember, I think one of my friends was like smoking a cigarette and it like hit like a dry leaf that was like next to a tree at this church. And this tree started burning. And we were like, wouldn't it be cool if it like burned the pews? But like, you know, it was, the tree wasn't like, the tree was like on the church property, but it wasn't near enough the building to actually catch fire. Also, fire and brick don't actually ignite. So it was just like a burning shrub for real that we were like watching with our metal asses and our fucking Black Dahlia murder merch. Like, yeah, dude, this is fucking sick.
That had
just
an
talked to it.
Christian moment. That was
seriously.
Moses in there, and y'all were like, we should burn.
You didn't listen to it at all.
Moses is like, peace be with you, my
son,
children, or whatever the fuck Moses would say. I don't know.
You know what it is? That's the boy I think about during sex. Jesus Christ.
That's
I'd be calling his name a bunch.
Do you really?
Oh.
Do you really? You know what? I think I gotta expose ourselves. I gotta expose ourselves. Because I gotta say this. I don't know why there's even like a question. If you're having sex, make some noise, boys. Like, stop being a baby. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why are women even having this experience of quiet people during sex? Like, have some fucking fun, bro. Like, tell her something. Tell her she looks beautiful. Say something.
I agree with this message. Unless you are a nigga on OnlyFans or somebody who does porn, because nothing kills my boner like a nigga moaning in the background. You better put the fucking tape over your mouth, bro.
Be quiet there.
I just want to see the dick and the girl. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to know the octaves of your voice.
No.
I don't want to be jerking off and go, man, I bet this nigga has a really nice singing baritone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't... When he's,
you know what?
I don't need to hear that. Especially when you ever see the POV porns where like it's a POV, you can tell that the guy is filming it, but like he starts moaning, but because the phone is so fucking close to his fucking mouth,
vibrating.
It's louder than the whole event. It's louder than the girl slurping, and you're just like, you gotta stop. That's when you like I don't have like post nut clarity where I come and I'm like, I should have done something better with my time. That's the clarity when you can hear a nigga growling in your ear and you're like, all right, I gotta do something else. I can't be doing this.
Yo, fuck post nut clarity. I like post nut dreams. Like post nut dreams be so weird.
You dream?
Oh yeah. I'm a dreamer. I don't
think I've ever like had a dream after I nut.
Speaking of dreams, unrelated to nuts, I have like recurring dreams, or like my dreams represent a lot of places I've actually been, like my reinterpretations of them. So a lot of times I'll have like weird shit happen in my dreams in weird places, and they won't be like good dreams. It'll be like a lot of like weird and kind of bad, and I'd be hyped like when I go to sleep or all day. I'd be just thinking like, I wonder which part of my dream world am I going to be in, and just because it's so weird, I kind of value it. This got weird. This is
a crazy path for you. I don't know how you get anything of dreams, smoking as we do, because I have not had a real dream in years. But I did get one this week, which was kind of crazy, because when they come through, they're usually not too bad. They're usually pretty fucking good. And this one was a good one. Bro, that shit was fire. I was like,
sex dream.
Oh yeah, it was one of those. A lot of hands, a lot of mouths, a lot of fucking. That's what I was dreaming about. And it was hot as hell. And I hope let those dreams happen for everyone.
Now I have a question for you. So, does the terms of your free use agreement with your wife apply even when she's asleep?
It can, for sure.
Because that would be nice to like roll over and just throw your hard post sex dream morning wood in your wife.
For us, yes. For us, yes.
Fire.
For us, yes, because that's where we're at. You know, like we there's things that, you know, when you, and this is the only thing I'll ever share about dating, because I don't care about any of those kind of like situations, but this is the only thing that I could ever recommend is be as open in communication as possible to let that person like become who they really are. Like, let them show themselves, like, and respect it and have fun with it. Like, you know, tell them why it's fun, like why this is enjoyable for you. And yeah, it'll like unlock things that you guys didn't know. Like, I mean, literally, we could look at each other and go like, wow, we did not know about this about each other after all this time, that this was something that we were both, you know, very much into, but we just didn't like take the time to say it, like, or share something.
Like, wow.
Like, damn,
we're both in the cheating on each other. That's crazy.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Who's a cuck? We're both cucking.
Like, wow. We're both in the Asian men. Let's go find one together.
Wow. That would be crazy.
I wonder if that's ever happened to anyone. Like a guy like came out to his wife and then they both started fucking guys together.
I'm into Samoans, so I guess they're Asian.
You into Samoans? Wow, Bro. This is a new thing I'm learning about you in our years of friendship.
Samoans are hot, but all of them, the whole aisle, the Samoa aisle.
You know what's funny? You're like not the first man to tell me they are sexually attracted to Samoan men.
Hell yeah, bro. Like if you just go off the Samoan like line in wrestling, just wrestling, right? Nothing else. Nothing else. You're looking at some of the most handsome people in the entire world. Like perfectly square jaws. They talk like they're from like New York City in the Bronx in the 90s, but they're fucking like literally like superhero looking. Like they're huge. Even like the guys who do like,
we gotta give Hawaii back. We gotta give Hawaii back to the people. We're gonna do that.
We gotta let them go. They're not,
because it's like a whole different culture over there, and like they keep telling us to not visit there. They keep telling us not to vacation there.
Yeah.
We gotta just start listening. I mean, we're not, but
I want to go to Hawaii, but like not in an inhumane way or a way that's fucking them up.
You can't document that. You can't even take a picture nowadays. Yo, like I don't know how we got there, and I get it, but also it's kind of wild to me because this I did see this on somebody's story. They had gone back to Hawaii, but because they look like a white person, they got messages directly sent to them like, why are you in Hawaii? You should know that you should not be at Hawaii taking pictures of that, like running her down, which is like the funniest shit. And like, you know, like her family is Hawaiian, and like, you know, half her family is native Hawaiian. She's just white as fuck. So whatever.
You know what's fucked up too? It's like the prices of everything in Hawaii went up because it was a tourist destination for basically like the last like 30, 40 years. Yeah. But like now it's not even like a tourist destination because like more people are going to DR, they're going to Mexico, they're going to cheaper places because Hawaii is now too expensive because of the boomers.
The boomers did ruin.
So like now you don't even have the tourism, but you also like you're living in this shitty economy where everything's super expensive because the economy hasn't stabilized for the lack of tourism. Yeah. So Hawaii's gonna be in a fucked up spot for like the next like 2 or 3 decades until people until white Americans fuck up somewhere else. Honestly, why don't white Americans just go to Europe, dude? Like, what happened to that? What happened to like the college kids backpacking through Italy? Like, go fuck up Italy. Italy needs to be fucked up, dude. Because Italy is so chill, bro. Like Italy, like their whole culture is like wrapped around chilling. Like they don't even have like a 5-day work week.
That chill.
There's not a thing with Spain.
Yeah, they don't have like there's no hustle culture. There's no hustle culture there.
Chill? Italy's not that chill?
I don't think Spain or Italy, Italians, I don't think they're chill at all. The reason why is because have you ever looked at the comments of a video that has to do with Italian cooking from America? Like with like garlic bread? Yo, the Italians come out of nowhere. Like, you know, Giuseppe Diagla, like, you know, some fucking like 15 eyes, like gets on there, De Filippis, you know, Battaglia, whatever, jumps on.
I have a bro that's a Battaglia. I got a couple.
I know. There's a lot of Battaglias. But like they jump on that comment section and they go buck wild. They literally air that shit out. They're like, "This is an Italian. You've probably never been to Italy, you uncultured swine. You American pig, you fat." Like they just go the fuck in. They are not chill. Spaniards are the same way. They're fucking weird. They get really in their fucking feelings about stuff. They sound stupid. Fuck their accent.
They sound stupid.
They do sound stupid. I thank my ancestors and whoever I was connected to that they didn't adapt that bullshit accent, because that fucking accent is the grossest fucking.
Listen, no.
Fuck Spain.
I'm always gonna jack that the fucking white people got to go to Italy, and I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this for the skinny white girls who listen to us, the 3 of you. So I have a.
They're all my friends.
I know someone who did a Euro tour, and she is a very thick Hispanic, and they wouldn't even like let her in a club in Italy because she was too thick. Like they told her that. So if these skinny white girls, if you're tired of the Megan Thee Stallion bodies, if you're tired of the Lottos and the Beyoncés, go to Italy. You'll be praised there, and then move there, and then leave America and leave.
She's too thick. That's oppression.
That is oppression. That's crazy. And it's like how are they even fit in Italy? Like everything's carbs.
Yeah, but they don't really eat it like that. They don't really eat it like that. God. It's different. Like it's a lot of like proteins.
Bruschetta is literally tomatoes.
Yeah, the bread. Are you talking about the bread?
And I mean, yeah, on bread, but like,
it's bread and oil.
Well, it's not oil. I mean, it's more than that. It's a balsamic vinaigrette.
They wouldn't let her in because she's too thick.
That is crazy.
Oh my god!
Fuck that. That's crazy. You know what? Go over
and
there.
And she's not even like big thick. She's like athlete thick.
Oh, so wow. What?
She's like volleyball player thick. You know what I mean? Beautiful calves on her.
How are you going to tell somebody not to come into a club, like because of their size? Like unless they literally can't fit in the door, like you have no fucking reason. Shut the fuck up.
You know
I just remember that.
Feelings are mad weird, bro.
I'd really be scared of breaking my dick. I just want to say that.
Wow. Really okay, Joseph.
Have you been in danger of this recently? So I'm really scared of Lyme disease, but I'm also like not around ticks.
Not recently, but like, there are times where you take injuries. You take shots when you're in the field.
Bro. Shots?
But I feel like if I'm going to get my dick broken, I need that to be in the same sex session that kills me.
I feel you.
Did you hear that story of that girl who she was like sucking off this dude and he had an aneurysm and died?
That's crazy.
And it was I think she was like a long-term girlfriend of this dude.
See, the way I want to die is like
that'd be crazy.
In my sleep after a nut.
Yeah, like with a smile.
Like I love you, give you a little kiss,
turn over,
and then go to sleep, and then ascend and transition into the next life or whatever that is.
I don't care.
What a peaceful way to go. Wait, no, that could really traumatize the girl because it's like, what if you're the free use guy and she's thinking, oh, morning wood, I'm about to sit on this, and it's really rigor mortis because you've been dead for 6 hours.
I'm sorry, but I hope I can serve one last time.
One last night, and she's just like, oh my god, how are you lasting this long?
The hardest,
dude. No,
imagine. The rest of her life, she's like, yo, the hardest dick I ever had was the dick of a dead body that was in rigor mortis.
You know what's crazy about that, too?
It's not gonna
If it's the morning sex, right, and it's free use, that means she's a little spoon, you're a big spoon, you're dead, but she backs it up on you and just starts bouncing on you backwards, not even looking at you. So she might be there for a while, not even knowing you're dead.
Yeah. Because that's a
until
position.
Until she goes like, why is your hand so cold?
Use me like the toy that I am.
Bro, that's so, you see, St. Joseph, patron saint of free use. Do you understand why free use is mad hot? Like, it is sexy as hell. Is he gonna serenade us? Oh my god. The patron saint of free use.
What's this episode title? Free use Drake?
Yes.
You think Drake is free use?
Oh, hell yeah, he's free use. Hell yeah, he's free use. That's his whole life. Like, it happens in moments that, like, he doesn't even think of it. Like, I know it has to. I know it has to. If Nick Cannon's out here with 13 children, and it's a Nick Cannon,
I'm like, everyone gets so mad at Nick Cannon. He just like has a hard dick, and women just walk in his house. These women have to be strangers for sure. Like, there's no way he knows all of them well. I feel like, and I think there's 13 kids now, so that's unlucky. He's got to have a 14th.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't believe in that.
Free use Nick Cannon sperm. Maybe I should get some Nick Cannon sperm. Put it in a time capsule.
Wow, what if that's the solution? Like, one day, when we got to the distant future, you're revived, and they have to ask you for the location of Nick Cannon's sperm because you bottled it back in 2022, and now it's the key to defeating.
They brought me back to life to find the national treasure, the League of Nick Cannon's Children Run America, the Council of 14. And they have to find like the sacred 15, but there's the genetics won't pass. They need the raw material from Nick himself. It can't be from his children.
At 13. It stops at 13, and then it has to unlock the 14th. And it
the chosen one.
Yes. It's with that seed that you collected through devious means.
We must forge the king, and we need your knowledge, Sasha.
You know what
Where
happens?
have you buried the sacred seed?
And the story is really the red herring, where it's the show of how your character has progressed and had expressed cowardice at that time and your dubious methods, and they have to realize that this seed, this sample, was collected through these methods, and they have to feel like some kind of shame about it. But then you redeem everything by saying that this will free, I don't know, like mankind and the artificial experience. I don't know, I don't know how we.
You know what? I feel like if I did have a jar of Nick Cannon's sperm, it would definitely survive until like revival technology existed. Like it's just in a glowing vial, like 27 feet under the ground.
It would be fine. You could literally leave it in the freezer. The freezer could get defrosted. They would still be fine. I think Nick Cannon's sperm, cockroaches, and what else survives?
Rats,
plastic,
cockroaches, and Nick and plastic. I can't wait to use the term free use in the title, and then just have the Reddit community find us, and then they're like, "Why am I listening to science fiction about Nick Cannon right now?" I thought this was going to be sexy.
I'm in. It's just this is great.
Just 100 dislikes on all our videos.
No. They will accept us because they are a good community.
Because you're a part of their community.
I'm in the fabric at this point. It's a fancy world, and I think we all got to enjoy it. And boys, if I unlock something for you, I'm glad. Even if you knew that this was something you were into, and knowing that there's somebody out there thinking the same way, it's a good time. You know what? We just free ourselves. Man, the 60s must have been cool, right? Like sexual expression and shit.
Yo, deadass.
Right?
70s must have been litty.
Free use on acid.
Make America great again. Like the 70s must have been like, a real good time when the first people were like, yo, free love.
60s?
Because then after that, it was crack.
Yeah, it was.
You know what it is though? It's the free love movement. It's really not gone away. Because I was thinking about this actually recently. Like the free love movement was a movement, but it was a very small minority of people who were like involved in it. And I think all those people now are like polyamorous and et cetera, et cetera.
All
so
those
the
people now are dead.
Yeah, I mean, but the ideals never go away.
Okay.
No. Yeah, but it's evolved itself, and it's definitely like become like more. It's not as jarring. I mean, it's not like it's not going to stop people, and make them talk, especially when you see somebody, with multiple partners. Like, what some weak sauce shit though is when I see people make fun of that because it's people who maybe not conventionally, good looking, and it's like, yo, just why are you so mad? Just because they got like 5 boyfriends and they go from alpha and zeta. I don't know what the fuck they're into, bro. Like, just let them live. What makes you so angry?
I have seen the memes about like how most poly couples tend to be not traditionally attractive. I say more power to them.
Yeah, let them, bro.
Have a little ugly orgy, get it on.
Bro, they figured out the sauce. They got a 5-bedroom house and everyone's fed. They've got all the coolest shit. It's like 16 adults, basically, like working all together as one tribe.
Pooling resources and having the ugliest orgy of all time.
Fuck it, bro.
You know what? It's so funny because, like, we make fun of that. Well, they are so made fun of, but it's like, do you know how many ugly people are out here mad on the internet because they can't get like the hottest person ever? That's the whole red pill movement for real. Like that's just ugly motherfuckers who are dying to get bad bitches and they can't, and they're just mad. Just drop your standards about 7 points. Get yourself 2 threes. 3 threes. That's a 9 right there, my man.
Yeah.
3 threes.
All you gotta do is
9.
You get yourself someone, right, who is willing to have sex with you. You know, maybe she's not a 10 on your list, but that nut is going to be unforgettable.
Listen, love is love. You can look at the flesh and say that you like certain things and maybe certain things and whatnot, but when it's hot, it's hot. You just got to go with it, boys. It doesn't matter who it's coming from. I am an equal opportunist. Jason Momoa, blow my back out.
I love how you picked the whitest looking Samoan of all. You couldn't have said The Rock at least?
That was the funniest shit in the world to me, bro. Like,
I mean, I think this goes beyond
Aquaman, bro. Like, nah, I'm going with Namor.
Samoan
I'm going Namor.
Jason Momoa being that fire.
Yo, bro, let's be real, bro. Like, I never saw a man throw a trident before and felt something, but the man did it on live television. I was like, what the fuck? Is that Aquaman? Like, I feel like strange things. Like, I want to be saved, please. I feel safe. Like, I've never cared about Aquaman. We'll
end on that note of you wanted to get forked by Jason Momoa's trident.
Wow. Oh, that was good. That was good. I like it.
It's a bar, right?
It is a bar. Thank you, Jason Momoa, for the memories. No, he's not dead. He just broke up.
I still never saw Aquaman. I heard it was terrible.
It is. It's awful. It's not worth it. It is a.
I feel like I'll love it then, because I have a like I'm like dumb and I like bad movies sometimes.
No, it's like unexplainably dumb because like there's like it looked like a movie that like a lot was left on the cutting floor kind of thing, you know. So like there's things that don't kind of line up with the story. I don't know. I didn't like it that much. I would not recommend. Yeah, and we'll end down on that note. You know, it's been a good episode. It's been a good time. I've been enjoying all these. And remember, we drop episodes every Thursday, mostly in the morning, probably before you wake up, depending on where you're at. And we love you. The comments are coming in, and they're funnier and funnier. And you guys are being nice to us and saying good things. And you know what? Kink or not, I like hearing I'm a good boy every now and then. It's just, it's nice. Thank you. We appreciate you. Sasha, you take it away.
And follow us follow me at thin.cruel.lips on TikTok and Instagram, and follow the pod at National Meat Treasure on TikTok and Instagram, and at NMT Pod on Facebook. Turn the bell on for notifications. Drop a comment, drop a like, share a clip, cash at me, TROPJ. I'm fucking poor, dude. I'm fucking so poor.
Recession, here we come.
Yeah, like you pay me, I'll get more content out. I got fucking 2 jobs at this point. I am suffocating, thinking about getting a third, honestly.
You know what's funny? I've always been too poor for the economy to affect me.
I remember thinking that exact shit in 2008. Like there's a housing crisis. I'm like, I'm homeless. Fuck you. I hope you all lose your homes.
I got to come up like literally you in that quarters with no heat and just a space heater at 42 degrees.
Fucking with my beanie on.
Fucking with your beanie on.
Still getting ass. In the
You had the Van slip-ons, didn't you? You still had them on.
Oh no, Van slip-ons. You're talking bougie. I had the Airwalks from Palace.
Yeah, you had the black and white ones. I know.
I got my first pair of Airwalks from Modell's.
Okay.
From Modell's.
Modell's, shout out.
Yeah, I was really like on my high horse that like Airwalks and Vans were the same thing until the 2 pairs of Airwalks ripped on me inside of like 3 months, and I was like, damn, I should have just got the Vans.
Damn.
Airwax is trash, honestly. But it's been a good time. I love you. You guys have a good morning.
Wait,
did you not say anything?
I have an announcement. No, I didn't. And I have an announcement because by the time this pod comes out, this should be up on Instagram. 303 Bam dropping a single and a new album. Single on the 23rd, album on the 30th, kicking in the new year.
Hey.
It's called In All Honesty. I produce mad of the shit on it. My beats are crazy. My dick is huge. Suck it.
Wow, banging on his chest.
I'm sorry. I had 2 beers.
Bro.
2 beers, and this is what I talk about. You see?
Can that just be a producer tag?
Yeah.
Damn, Thrillah, your dick is big.
I have a fat cock.
This is free use.
You ever
Like,
just say something out of your mouth and regret it as it's coming out?
yeah, all the time.
Not that I regret like having a fat cock. It's just like I just think about all of like the people who like follow me and tell me, yo, I love your content, I love your music, your podcast is hilarious, and they're like my wife's friends, and I'm over here like I got a fat cock.
Well, you just said it like 12 times on the air, so good for you.
You don't regret it that much, and your fans will love to hear that from you. I get a lot of Joey feedback.
Oh, stop it!
They
DM
do love
me.
you.
DM me. I don't have any friends.
Don't DM him. He's a Bible-fearing young man.
DM me.
Black men do
I'm
not
a
cheat.
Satanist. I'm the devil. I
Black,
wouldn't make all the wrong decisions.
listen, demon time or not, we need to save you from yourself. It'll like the patron saint of free use and toxicity. You and
Yes.
Oh my
Saint
God!
Thrillah.
Follow Joseph's juicy cock at Saint Thrillah.
At Saint Thrillah. Follow me on all platforms at Saint Thrillah. Follow 303 Bam. There will be a new song in the intro really, really soon.
ooh, we got a new song.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Hell yeah!
hard.
All right, well,
Again. That's it.
that was it. Okay, that was a weird place to start, and then
Yeah.
Again, fat cock.
Again, fat cock. Joey Fat Cock over here.
Fat cock, DM me.
Joey Fat Cock from Victory Boulevard. Like
That's some Staten Island ass shit.
like from Highland Boulevard. Like just like in front of the Wendy's on Highland Boulevard.
He's just like Arthur Kill. What about Thriller Kill?
How do y'all know about a Wendy's on
You
Highland
know,
Boulevard?
you know why I know.
Y'all are some filthy niggas. Y'all
you
was
know
out here
why,
fucking Staten
bro.
Island bitches.
You know
I have
was.
never fucked a Staten Island bitch
I
to my
too many.
to my knowledge.
I did it one time. I was all up
memory.
in that island.
Oh, you was in this.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, from New Dorp to like the
Yo, wait,
Tottenville.
wait.
I'm not taking a ferry for pussy, my friend.
I did. Well, I'm
Wait.
desperate. Like,
Never mind.
That's actually a lie.
desperate.
I did take a ferry to fuck somebody, but she was
bro,
from Jersey.
you
and we were
took,
fucking at
you
my
took a bus, bro. You took a bus,
You took a
the
boat
lowest
to another
form,
state.
bro.
You took a boat to another state.
Yeah, and not only that, Mans also
Listen.
took a bus. The poorest form of transportation. And he's shitting on ferries. Like within the boroughs.
Listen.
You went
Listen,
to like what?
listen.
Like Arizona on a bus? You piece of
Listen.
shit.
All right. I got something for that. The bus is at least kept at a nice 55 degrees. All right,
No,
the
it's
ferry
not.
is
It's
under
mad
40.
ass.
It's under 40. Okay,
It's mad
the ferry is a
ass.
slave to the outside temperature. Okay.
Yeah, you get
You're
one
nice
person
now.
that takes up
They're
that
good
bathroom
temperatures now.
in that bus.
Oh, that's not even a bathroom.
That shit is ruined. That whole ride is ruined.
Oh my god.
Don't judge me on my actions in 2007. Okay.
That's a,
Shut up for shitting on ferries, bro.
Judge me by the man I am now, who talks about free use porn for a full hour. Free use porn. What was the other one with the girl that Joey likes?
What was it? Clothed male?
Clothed female, naked male.
Yeah, there we
Clothed
go.
female, naked male. Judge me by that. The guy who talks about porn for a full hour every week.
consensual,
That's the guy who took a bus to
non-consensual?
LA in 2007 for MySpace Love.
A little CNC.
Just love, man.
Shout out to all those.
Damn.
weird-
I took a bus for her and she wasn't even a proposal rock. She wouldn't have been on the necklace.
She wouldn't have been
Damn.
on the necklace.
Wouldn't have even made it on Drake's chain.
Yo, that's
Useless.
it. We're done. Have a good morning.
We're
Crazy, never lost it. Now I pick her up in a Mercedes and I'm frosted. 23 and 0, we took the lead. Watch me talk shit. Everybody see me on my top dog shit. They were saying I was going crazy, never lost it. Now I